Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Port Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Rhylehaven.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies. If it isn't the walking headache. Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation would be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
We came all the way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
Before we do, though, let's search everywhere.
Yeah?
Find anything and everything. What is that right there? A boat that might take me to something else, the other side of the city, maybe? No guy! Welcome. Let me just say I don't sell much here. All I can do offer you is medical herbs.
Hey!
Medical herbs? Yeah, there's some sort of secret to that store, but I don't know it yet.
What now?
Because, yeah, that's not worth 100.
Oh, God. Gone clammy
Go
all
through
over.
the street here just to make sure, like, there's no random-ass hidden shop somewhere. Oh! Hey, gold wheel. Nice.
It's terrible.
We're too late to help the dead. But let's do everything we can to keep the town safe. Someone's just dead and they just put him in the corner. Put some blanket over and be like, yep, don't see it, don't matter.
Say.
Hello there.
My money's on Santa Fe's 40.
Is there no fucking shops around here at all?
All right, then.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's something here.
Oh, there!
I can't read the moon runes, so I don't know what it is.
Whoa.
It's not open during the day. Oh, it's a magic shop. All right.
Oh, there!
My
In
money's
that
on
case-
Santa Fe's 40.
Maybe there'll be a big
Oh,
upset.
right now.
What's past here? Everything's on fucking sale!
today.
Briny salted cooking ingredients, so I'm gonna get at least 10. I can only get 3 of these.
Ain't this a pickle?
Young man.
Real cheap
Young
today.
man. Young man.
When I don't have anything else that I might want to buy, I'm probably gonna max out those ones for just being able to cook anything we need.
Hey,
The goods are cheap today.
Store-wide discounts. Actually, do we have anything we don't want to appraise as well? I made you a question some time ago. If I could point out something really attractive when it comes, should I? If you want to, I guess. Sure. That's endurance. Pierce. Wait a second. I didn't. Oh, that's a gunner. Right. I forgot what it looked like. And that's magic +3 on armor. That's not bad. Expensive medicine. That's 204. Can I open the calendar, please? 1 second.
What now?
So let's see. Special discounts. Big Bargain Day. Exhibition of the Brave. Big bargain discounts. There are the special big bargains on this day as well. Wonder why. Weapon shop and discount day and armor shop discount day as well right there. So it looks like the last, what's it called, Metals Day of the month is Weapon and Armor Shop Discount Day. Aiming at Artist Day? Ah. So that's the day. The 27th. Something's going on.
The goods are cheap today.
Life-saving medicine is 300 for 1 ally. I'll get some of those. Any Waters Day? Ah. Fairy Dust is basically 100 per, while 100 HP for everyone while I have the merchant gang up, so it's like not bad to just get a bunch of Fairy Dust. Or these are the better Fairy Dust. The fact that now they're selling charm stuff, I'm scared of that. Also have 33k to sell. Okay. Alright, talk to you. Alright, let's go to the shops.
We've a sale go.
This is for the Warrior and Knight. Warrior Knight for anyone, and then for anyone. But specifically, this is 4 endurance, 5 endurance. It's just something for the naval soldiers, and this recovers a small amount of HP every turn in battle. This is only for the Warrior and Knight. The only, because of the one-time thing we can buy, I'll grab it for now, sure, but this getting us a little bit of HP every turn in battle. No clue if it's actually going to be good, but we can grab it. It's best. It's honestly better than anything else like Hulkenberg has, so sure, we'll give that to her.
Indeed.
Warrior Knight. Boxer's headgear. The mage and healer can't use it. Everything else is fair game. So, endurance. Increases evasion against strike. Strength and magic +2 is not bad. And agility +3. This is a one-time thing. I'll grab it. Don't want to equip anyone just yet. The strength +2 is actually kind of nice for some of them. I'll buy one to sort out later, because I want to go to the weapon shop as well and see if I'm going to be resupplying or just like re-outfitting anyone.
Young man! Young man! This is on sale.
Alright, so a sailor sword for the Seeker, Mage, Warrior, Knight, Brawler, Healer, Gunner, Thief, Faker, something else, and the Merchant. Warrior's getting a new sword here? Against giant-type monsters. And this is for the Knight as well. Automatically increases attack at start of combat. Yeah, these are very strong for, like, raw numbers. Also, this right here. All stats +2 for the healer. What the fuck? My money's gonna get sapped so fast. And for this one, it's slightly more attack for 2 of you. It's barely more attack for the protagonist, but the protagonist has, like, increased cost for increased damage. I'd probably get 2 of these for our 2 right here. But that's it. Just to get them up to speed, and that's it.
All right,
Is there
then.
anything else to... There's a couple of places to go, but...
Oh, what a pity.
Let's check out these areas.
This heat.
That's the mag broker. And this is for quests.
Welcome.
Oh, okay. We can't do any of it just yet. Damn it. Fine. We'll get the story quest done first.
Really now?
Hey,
Stop!
Let me see the rock.
hang on. What if... Hey,
As the gap widened a bit.
well...
3,000 mag. Alright.
Yep.
Really now?
Yeah, there's nothing for the traveler's voices because we are... Nothing's
Well
changing
met,
right now.
eh?
You can't spend any time anywhere. In square. Alright.
Say.
All right then.
Any one of those count as an inn for us. There's a bar and some of the stuff. And who is that colorful person to the left?
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? It's really slowly moving, but it's coming to Brilhaven was beyond my expectation. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on top candidates. It's evident that we are being observed, as we've seen from the Coronation Rock. Well, maybe that's actually for the better, seeing that things in the sky might make everyone really think about the king's
Okay,
in the
then.
future. Anyway, we'd better go get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous.
Sir, what the fuck is up with you?
Leave it to me.
I promise I'll help anyone who's in trouble. Out of money? Don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, I have some issues with my work. Of course, don't worry. I'm well versed in Brilhaven's economic affairs. He's definitely shady. A suspicion, maybe.
What do I do?
Alright, they're really not gonna let me do anything until the inn.
My.
Wait a second. This fucker's here too.
Hey,
Look who's here, you're that elder fella from Mortara, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you just hoping to stay at this inn? Started to warn you if you can't. Hope so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full. And the one calling itself the come one, come all in, psst, some joke, eh? Anyone else stay? There's two of the inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Corvo Pavilion, where nobody wankers like afford and stay. A purpose or an elder staying there, fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
I guess, but...
You think so? Guess we better avoid it then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over there by the tavern. There's that dodgy-looking Yuji standing out front, smiling like all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we'd get much sleep in the tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that the Spider's Den sounds much better.
Hi there!
I said Montier, didn't I? That's the participant in the tournament, right? We plan on staying in. Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because there's the exhibition, everywhere's full up. And after I told myself I was gonna make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
This place is no good, we have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that Galaron of yours. The one you had parked out in the middle of Matira. Hey, come on, what technology did you use? Let me in on that too. The secret?
What?
Wow, stingy. And here I was gonna tell Dad about it. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force.
oh, this blooming
You look a little bit important.
What is it you require?
You have a portrait too. You there. You have the look about you like one of my supporters. Are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me. Oh, I am shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to get to the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is all is my creed. And more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this Golden Corral Pavilion. Alas, I doubt you'd have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyways. Fortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we've only got one choice left. I really don't want to. But should we check out the Spider's Den that we've heard about from levels earlier?
What do I do?
This inn looks pretty shady, but I'm not sure we've got any other options. Talk to the man over there before we step inside. He's the innkeeper. Oh, alright. Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I have a spare room available. Won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of
This place seems
freaky.
really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Suspicious.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
You have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head-on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Roussan tribe at its head! Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command! Hear, hear! For Roussan pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open! Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter! We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health!
Catherine, no, not the CEOs! Considering what recently happened, damn.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
How's it going, Darksider Carly? Welcome. And I still have not actually seen the Game Awards, so I gotta go through all of them, all the trailers. I only know about a couple of them.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Oh, great. I can already see that fucking pattern he has on the right over there.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
I caught some weird, creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about it?
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
No, honestly, Angelo, with the way you're describing him and the way, like, how often he's showing up, I'd almost swear he's a social link. But as far as I'm aware, he isn't, and that seems like it's like foul play. I feel like he would have been an excellent social link to try and get and raise up to boost our status more.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Baden should reach the city by morning, and I imagine they will aim to find us in our Gauntlet Runner. You just have to be there to greet them. When the day draws, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner. Start. He's changed a little bit, yeah. Let's just sleep and get. Actually, hold on. Let us save first. I've not been saving as often. Yeah, that was almost 35-40 minutes there that I haven't saved.
Look at that.
I want to see the event at least.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Welcome.
No. I'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church. Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
She's so expressive up there.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
You mean War Thunder? Yeah. I saw Angelo. I saw it was like, 1 or 2 days ago. Like, oh shit, reset the clock. Someone leaked what's called military documents again to settle an argument online. I don't know why.
the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start!
But that wasn't what the competition was for! It was to bring the head of a monster. Why'd you bring a full-on fucking fish?
Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next!
How did that make it through the door?
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road. Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Folden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will.
I will. I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming? Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
$49, let's go! That's not in the top 20 though, fuck! After the events of Expedition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Honestly, we are very lucky that we were the last one to go. A good place to just have a big impact, not to mention the story that went along with it. It just makes the entire thing that much more captivating.
No. We only read it wrong. And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Wait, what? You sent a messenger to let us know there's a messenger coming. What?
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It might be a trap for all we know.
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
On the body? Because that's a... maybe? The guy wears a lot of clothes, so for all I know, actually. Gauntlet Runner, you step away from it every now and then, but you can have security on it. In his pocket, I feel is extremely irresponsible. So, like, on the body or on the Gauntlet Runner?
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin.
What? But
it'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
It could work!
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
The other on the left looks so funny. He's just an old man. He's barely staying awake right now. He's watching all this going, I swear I'm awake, fellas. Just keep talking.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
You know, I feel like I should just say this also in moments like this. You can tell they took inspiration from SMT with how they are depicting the church.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Will I get a chance to save? The Night Prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
Place should be on the edge of town. I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there.
Oi there!
It's storming. Who knows what could happen now thematically? Can you go to the shop area? I can?
Alright then.
This area right here, pretty much.
Let's go.
Here I am.
Now that is a menacing sky. Now that is a menacing sky.
It is indeed a menacing sky. The guy selling trinkets?
Greetings.
Well then.
Since today's Father's Day, how about an archetypal ring? Mysterious ring of unknown origin. I can feel an ancient power in increment. Why does that cost 40k?
Can we talk?
Waiting for new items just perfectly. You come again. What is that item?
What now?
Oh. It's everyone's new permanent equipment. Got you.
Greetings. Well then.
Can we talk?
Greetings. Well then.
Can we talk?
Greetings. Well then.
Can we talk?
I will be poor for the greater good. Merchant class is going to be incredibly interesting going into the next areas, next fight we have to do. But in exchange for that, 6 strength means nothing in the face of exponential gains. There we go. Thank God I had exactly the right amount for all of it. Let us save that I'm broke. Wait, hold on, what? Alright. I'm gonna head and Alright, that's what I gotta do. Dirk's texting me, I gotta head out. So, thanks for coming by, everyone. Hope you had a great time. I'll see you guys next week. Friday for more Metaphor. Monday and Tuesday for Etrian Odyssey. So, stay awesome, everyone. Hopefully, I'll let me today one more time, another time. Real life, thankfully showed up at around the right time. See you guys.